Hi, I'm Lori,
And I'm Lana.
and this is Life Unleashed.
We are here today to talk about our hike from Ottawa to Kingston on the Rideau trail system, which was 325 kilometers long, which is about 217 miles.
Yes, and it only took us 2.5 years to accomplish it, but
That's
by golly, we did.
Yes, it was. So you want to tell how it started? Because it was your idea initially.
Yeah, so I was living in Perth, Ontario, beautiful little small town, and my husband and I were moving back into Ottawa. And the whole time that we lived in the area of Perth, there is the Rideau trail system behind it, which is gorgeous trails. And I'd always had a goal of just traveling, walking, hiking from Perth to Westport, where Lana happened to live. And I told Lana, I'm like, I've lived here forever and I've still never finished or did this goal that I had always set for myself. And she was like, I'll do it with you.
That's right. And you were just about to move, so like just under the wire before you moved, we did a hike that was the Perth to Westport section. And that was a couple sections, really. Yeah. And then we completed that and enjoyed it so much with that we thought we would, because she was moving to Ottawa, then let's continue on from Ottawa. So we did the whole trail, but we started in the middle chunk of it for that reason. And then we did the Perth to Ottawa section, but we only did it like one section at a time. I can't remember how many sections it's broken up into, like 20 different parts, and they're about 20 kilometers long average. And so we did like a section each time we met up.
Yep, I think 25 kilometers was around the longest stretch that we did. And I think along the way, we had lots of time to talk about our dreams and our next adventures and how we both love this kind of being out in nature and exploring nature and moving our bodies and connecting with someone else and just experiencing all that there is to experience in life. We were doing it while we were walking on the trail, and we had many discussions about wanting to do more hikes, different hikes, all the hikes in the world. And so we just, from there came some of our ideas that have started to take root a little bit. And we are also just wanting to take a moment and go back to that day and be like, this was an incredible accomplishment that we did. And it's kind of the start of Life Unleashed for us.
There's something about being outside in nature with your good friends, and just where the ideas flow and where, you know, we have great conversations where we bounce off of each other a lot, and a lot of great ideas and discussions came from that. Just being in nature and physical exercise, it's invigorating and it really helps with the creative flow.
And it's beautiful.
And we did it in all 4 seasons. So we hiked in all kinds of weather and all of the seasons. So winter hiking and we had
falling in our
few
snowshoes.
mishaps along the way. We locked our keys in our car twice.
I guess that's one piece. We would drive both our cars to the end of where we were going to hike, and then we would take one of our cars to the entry where we were going to start. Unfortunately, more than once, we brought both our keys with us, or left one of our keys.
Yeah, so we got to the end and the keys were in the other car, or
yes.
we did it twice. We didn't do it once. I think you did it first, right? And then you're like, you felt so bad or whatever. And then I did it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I didn't learn from her mistake. But yes, lots of falls, hail, snowstorms, rain,
a bear.
Yeah, a bear cub, which is scarier.
Yeah, which we didn't have the whistle. It was like, let's get the whistle, which was at the bottom of
my backpack. Yeah, that's right. And so we had to stop and get that out. Yeah, that was a little bit intense. That was the first one too. That was early on in the Westport area.
Yeah.
So then what else was? Oh yeah, so wiping out a few wipeouts for sure. So we got some scrapes. Yep. And we tried snowshoeing for a part of it in the winter. That was really tough.
Uh-huh.
And then we went through that field of cow patties, but there was cow patties and snakes all coiled up. And so we had to, like, little landmines, remember that? Navigating that one.
With bugs. There were lots of bugs
Lots of
that
humid
day, too.
days and black flies and mosquitoes.
Doesn't it sound awesome? Don't you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
do
doesn't
it?
that sound like free
Are we
flow?
really selling it?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? In all of that,
hunting season.
oh yeah, the hunting
Season. Oh, that was scary
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had pink hats on at the time to help.
The hunter's orange
Yeah.
and the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we could hear the gunfire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but really, it's amazing. And one of the things that we both have an eye on foreign lands and different places. And what this really reminded us is that there's beauty everywhere. It doesn't have to be an expensive adventure somewhere.
In our backyard.
It can be right in your backyard, and it is gorgeous. So that was one of the really surprising rewards, was just how beautiful nature is right around you, wherever you are, to find that piece of nature and to take what's calling you, to challenge you to do it. The Rideau Trail, it's there. It's so well groomed and so well looked after. And it took myself living in Perth on and off for 18 years before I actually ever did it. And I'm so glad I did. And I guess maybe that's part of our challenge to you today. You know, what is something right in your backyard that maybe you've never done, that go and give it a try and you'll be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, people travel to your location to do the things that are available right around you. And just like people come here to Ottawa, the capital of Canada, and they see the Rideau Canal system, and off there is the trail that takes you all the way to Kingston. And there's people that travel to hike. There's hiking clubs that come from all around, and they do the trail. So wherever you are, I bet you there's something in your own backyard that can help you feel that need. And the other thing I like about what we did was that it was a long-term goal, so it gave us something to look forward to all the time. And we were both working with families to take care of, and we had to keep checking our calendars to try and fit in. And that's why it took so long, because, you know, just trying to fit in the calendar. But instead of meeting for dinners out or movies or things like that, these were experiences where we could really engage in life and have rich conversations, and it was free, you know, except for hiking boots and a backpack. It was free to do, and we're so glad. And friends did join us for sections that were when they were near, so that was nice too. But we are the ones that did the whole thing, and we feel so good about that. It's like accomplishment, you know. There's that feeling too of setting out a goal and accomplishing it.
So part of Life Unleashed is we plan to hike other trails in other places around the world. Maybe you can send us one that you think that
in
we
the comments,
should.
please make suggestions.
Yeah, make
where
suggestions.
You are.
And you know, we plan to continue to do this and have this grow, and we will continue to bring you along on our next adventure. And I think the next thing we're going to talk about is just some of the things that we're doing to help us afford to be able to travel and experience the world.
Yeah, our next video is about starting off in the next venture of our life, because we are soon going to be retired, and how are we going to afford to do certain things like that. And also, just this channel will keep us accountable. That's one of the reasons we're creating this channel, is to be able to make content that has us committed to doing things. So do we want to say one of our goals?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, one of our big goals is next year, 2027, a group of friends are planning to go to base camp, Everest Base Camp. And that's an amazing feat physically, and also a cost to it. And so we're starting now, today, to figure out how to be able to afford that and also prepare for that experience. And that's part of the hikes that we're going to do over this next year to get us ready for that.
I think I have a savings account called EBC, Everest Base Camp, and I have $200 saved for it.
Woo! Good for you.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet.
$200.
I'm still working on other
We're gonna
things.
get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Yes.
But yeah, Mount Everest Base Camp. So that's the ultimate goal, and we'll be doing some hikes before that to make sure that we're physically as best as we can. It's hard to train for altitude, but we can certainly do more hikes.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks for spending some time with us here today on Life Unleashed.
Yes. We'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.